Hi guys, this is Max, and this is me going into Act 6, Chapter 3, and this is like considered Lane 6, or the furthest lane on the far right. So what this lane has, it has Biohazard. Let me look at it here. Basically, you take 20%, there's a 20% chance of bleeding, taking 100% of that damage over 7.5 seconds when attacking, and if you block, it's 50% chance to inflict poison, and then you take 100% damage over 7.5 seconds. So that's not it's part of the lanes, but the most important one, the most difficult one that makes this path, if you don't have the right boost, difficult is the stun. So the encrouching stun. So every 20 seconds the attacker becomes stunned for 3 seconds unless you're performing a special attack. So there is a boost basically for this that helps all tech champions, and all you need is Warlock to get this done. Now here you see me take 2099 with Nightcrawler. I just want to show off, man, her just damage. It's just like that 60, 70 hits after the 100 combo, 74 hits, and she just took down that Nightcrawler. She's so awesome, and this is no suicides. So one of the things you see up there in my name, I have number 8, so I'm 8 points. I'm actually out of my mastery trees, and I'll show that at the end. I don't use 8 of the points, so that's another thing too. When going into these lanes, this lane is fairly easy. It doesn't need any specialty type of mastery. It just really needs no suicides. So if you're a player that loves to run suicides like me, you need to take them off for this lane because you're launching constantly specials. And I did that because you see me here, kind of the way I play this lane is basically I launch my specials kind of like if I didn't even have the boost on. And this boost, basically, you'll see it here come up on the screen. It's a blue one. Like I was looking as I'm kind of like, this is where you see me pause. I forget the name of the boost, and I'm trying to look at my I had an image on my iPad to see the names of all of them. I just remember it was blue, but this is it right here. Basically, if you're immune and you take poison or bleed damage, you're stun immune for 6 seconds. So that's the one. It's good for an entire hour. Now, if you have the right team and maybe you have these boosts, the 30% health and attack, it took me roughly, just I would say over 35 minutes to complete the entire lane and the boss. So that 1 hour boost was definitely more than enough when it comes to like making sure that doesn't expire on you. So here I do go in there, even though I had the boost, I did throw in that 200% tech boost too as well, and that's going to be very useful. I would say probably that was definitely more useful than the actual the boost to help you for this lane. As you see here, I just launched a special 2, and I'm ready to go for another special 2. There you go. There's a second special 2, and I'm ready already, like seconds into the fight, not even a minute, and I'm ready for the third special 2. So there, I did play this lane like if I didn't have that boost on. I do want to mention, and you'll see me as I go through all the fights. I'm basically looking. I do look at the little stun clock on the top left as it's kind of coming down. I do try to launch my special 1, special 2. I do mistime it once or twice, but I don't want to do it too many times because I wasn't sure on the boost. I wasn't going to rely 100% on the boost that it was going to save me. But yeah, I go through these fights very quickly. I think the longest fight was probably Colossus, and I think it was just because I had to launch a special 3. I ended up getting too much power gain. So here, sometimes this is what oh no, this fight too, I forgot about this one. I did a special 2 here. What happened, I was trying to time that special 2, so I kept parry stun, and then I got too much power, so I ended up having to do the special 3. So yeah, but ideally just use Warlock for the entire lane. He just makes it easy because his immunity, his damage, and then also the time. His special 1 and special 2 takes, it's not a quick special, meaning like once you launch it. So if the clock of the stun is kind of coming down, you can launch it, and you're kind of safe that he's going to be in the middle of his special 1 or special 2 animation, and it's going to reset itself. So That's why he's probably like the best champion. He's definitely the MVP for this specific lane, and not just this lane in the game. He's just an overall great champion to have as a rank 5. And so if you're tossed up between him and another, it was really a toss up between him and 2099, which I was torn as who do I rank up first, because they were both sitting at rank 4, and I'm glad I chose him over her. She's awesome too, as you saw there. I kind of against that Nightcrawler fight, and you're gonna see towards the end of the Namor fight. But I'm really glad I chose him. They're both unawakened, which is kind of interesting, because these I never in the past taken champions unawakened to rank 5. And the reason why they're not yet awakened is not that I don't have the gems, is that I'm still waiting to see if I can somehow through the crystals do it just kind of naturally. But if not, he's gonna get the gem first for sure. But okay, so here's the fight against Iceman. And same thing, just using that 200% boost just to launch the special 2s, so then don't have to worry too much. I mean, I am paying attention at the clock, as you see here, so you launch the special 2, but I don't have to worry too much on it. So that's probably the beautiful thing about that boost, that 200% boost. So definitely I'd say that's, if you can, get that boost first. If you have some, I guess, some spare loyalty, go to the store when it comes around and get that boost before you decide to take this time. That was definitely the most useful thing for me. So, oh yeah, here's the Colossus fight. I don't know why I felt, even though I had launched a special 3 earlier, I do launch one here. I felt like this was one of the lengthier fights. I was just flying through the other fights with Warlock, so let's take a break. And I do speed up all the animations, especially the special 3s. That way they're not fast. Of course, the fight looks like a lot faster because I speed up the time, but that's just to save some time. And you can actually pause it, or but I did want to go and show the whole process, my whole process of the lane, so you see, like, hey, I didn't throw in a health pot or a revive. It's just I just grabbed Warlock, grabbed the right boost, took off the suicides because I knew I was going to be launching a lot of specials, and just went into the lane. So I'm hoping that, obviously as I record this, there's other, I almost forgot to record, that's why I started recording at the Nightcrawler fight, but I do remember, because I do these when I just have some free time, and there's no ideal like AW or AQ, because some of the champions that are higher up in the ranks are the champions that I use to clear these lanes. So here's the domino fight. So this is where I do make a mistake, and you'll see it come up pretty soon. Special 3 was a mistake on my launching the special 2. If I remember when I was playing it, I think I launched it too. That was delayed. There we go. I was looking at the clock. That's what it was. I was looking at the clock for the stun, and I was not paying attention at her lucky. So I think that's what it was. And so I launched it, and she obviously just evaded the whole thing. And then what I started doing is basically still looking at the clock, and I launched a special one here just to make sure I don't get stunned. But then basically from this point I do try to get another special 3, and the main reason is because Warlock, if you didn't know, kind of like Omega, if you out of the special 3, he gets health back, so he regens quite a lot of health. So we'll see it here in action. Actually, I think I go down all the way down to 13%. Yep, and then so I'm 60 hits in, she's at 14%, I'm at 13. From 13 I go all the way up to 24, so that's a good amount of health. And that was basically all I needed to finish up the fight. And that was the last fight, which was good too. I was like, oh man, as I evaded that, she evaded that special 2, I was thinking, oh man, am I gonna hit a revive on this lane? I was hoping I didn't. So here, I do want to just show some more love, and I can't wait to get her to rank 5. Like, this is all rank 4 damage, and you really start seeing the big damage coming out of, I think it was 160 hits, or 160 hits plus, 165, that's when she's really ticking for like over 2,000 damage on that regen. So you see here already at 29 hits, because I know it says 130, but that's because of the 100 hits you took over from the previous fight. But 34 hits into the combo, and she's doing 1,300, 1,400, and it just keeps going up from here. So I really, right here. That's where Namor got his little power gain. Just gotta work out the special. So I'm trying to look at the numbers with 1,900, 2,000. Okay, so a hit 55. I'm dealing over 2,000 already. So this is where I'm 60 hits, he's at 30%, like 65 hits, so let me see, 10 hits, he regen. So that didn't count much, but look at the amount of damage, 3,000, roughly 78 hits. What's she doing DJing? So I mean, she's a great champ. I can't wait, like I was mentioning, take her to rank 5 and just do more videos. But here we're coming to the end of the video. I do want to show you my mastery setup because I had the 8 points at the top. So this is my defense. As you can see, it's basically built around suicides. I just took them off basically to get this lane done. And here's the boost that I use. So the main, again, this is the helpful boost. It just helps if you're not performing the special, but the main one that you want to focus on is that one, the 200%. This is the team that I brought, the synergy that I brought. So again, I kind of built the team around Warlock a bit, and just knowing that I was going to use Sunspot. But guys, thank you for watching.